Hello, this is One News in English at 5. I'm Yanni Moutsios. These are today's top stories. The Russian offensive to seize eastern Ukraine and the battle for Donbass has begun, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said. Adequate energy for the country and lower energy prices are top priorities for the government, says Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. Law amendment sets fines for trespassers in wild forests where risk of fire is higher. National Public Health Institute in Greece urges doctors to be on high alert amid an increase in hepatitis cases in children in Europe. The Russian offensive to seize eastern Ukraine and the battle for Donbass has begun, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said. Now we can already state that the Russian troops have begun the battle for the Donbass, for which they have been preparing for a long time, he said in a video address, adding that a significant part of the entire Russian army is now concentrated on this offensive. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov confirmed Moscow was starting a new stage of what it calls its special military operation in Ukraine. He predicted it would be a significant development. Russia's defense ministry said Russian missile and artillery forces struck 1,260 targets in Ukraine overnight and that anti-aircraft forces downed a Ukrainian MiG-29 jet in the Donetsk region. Russia's new offensive is going very cautiously and will fail because Moscow's forces lack the strength to break through Ukrainian defenses, Ukraine's presidential advisor Oleksiy Arestovych has said. Russian troops have reportedly captured the East Ukraine town of Kremina, while local authorities have urged residents in the Donetsk and Luhansk regions to evacuate. Currently, control over the city of Kremina is lost. Street fights are taking place, Luhansk regional governor Sergei Gaidai said in a statement on his official Telegram channel on Monday night. Coming up next, adequate energy for the country and lower energy prices are top priorities for the government, says Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis. The Russian-flagged oil tanker Pegas has been seized by port authorities on Tuesday near the island of Charistos after seeking shelter due to stormy weather. Authority against legalizing income from criminal activities ordered the ship to be seized in compliance with the sanctions imposed on ships of Russian interest by the European Union and NATO. Crew of 19 Russians remains on board. The Russian-flagged ship incurred a mechanical breakdown and was towed to the Peloponnese so that its cargo could be transferred to another ship. However, due to severe weather conditions, it sought shelter in Charistos, closing into Cavodoro. More to come, law amendment sets fines for trespassers in wild forests where risk of fire is high. Ensuring that there is adequate energy for the country as well as lower energy prices are top priorities for the government, Prime Minister Kyriakos Mitsotakis said on Tuesday during his visit to the liquefied natural gas terminal facilities on the island of Revithousa. We are striving to achieve as low an energy price as possible for consumers, households and businesses, the Prime Minister said. He noted that the problem of skyrocketing energy prices was imported and therefore demanded a joint European response, but pledged that the government will continue to support energy consumers regardless, even if the European Union does not reach a decision through a subsidy scheme that will continue in May as well. The Prime Minister had earlier sailed around the island and was given a tour of the facilities of the terminal by the CEO of the Natural Gas Transition System Operator, VESFA, Maria Rita Galli, where he spoke with staff and witnessed the operation of the terminal's control center. Mitsotakis was accompanied by Environment and Energy Minister Kostas Krekas, who referred to past as well as future infrastructure projects to be carried out in the coming months to increase the terminal's capacity, increase its ability to receive ships carrying LNG, and how this will also increase Greece's autonomy with respect to natural gas. Among others, DESFA is considering the addition of a floating storage unit to the existing facilities that will increase availability capacity from 225,000 cubic meters to 380,000 cubic meters, while regasification capability will be increased by 12 cubic meters. In his remarks, the Prime Minister noted that the country must be ready to face even the worst scenarios, such as complete cessation in the supply of natural gas from Russia, adding that the LNG facility was crucial for ensuring a diversification of supply sources. Stay with us. A second global COVID-19 summit set in May to end COVID pandemic. Greek House of Commons is to approve an amendment on law for the protection of wild forests at times of high fire risk in the summer. Ministry for Climate Crisis and Civil Protection seeks to impose an access ban on forests, parks and Natura protected areas on days when the risk of fire is high. Both individuals and vehicles crossing or traveling close to high-risk areas will be prohibited from doing so. The regional government will instruct authorities to prohibit access to individual areas at their discretion, taking into consideration the local weather conditions and recommendation from the fire department. Trespassers will be fined with €300. Coming up next, National Public Health Institute in Greece urges doctors to be on high alert amid an increase in hepatitis cases in children in Europe. A second global COVID-19 summit will be held virtually in May for countries to discuss efforts to end the pandemic and prepare for future health threats, according to a joint statement on Monday. The emergence and spread of new variants like Omicron have reinforced the need for a strategy aimed at controlling COVID-19 worldwide, the White House said in a news release with a Group of 7 and Group of 20 nations. The announcement comes amid a surge of COVID-19 cases in parts of the United States and around the world, prompted by easily transmissible variants of the virus. China's most populous city, Shanghai, is trying to return to normal after nearly 3 weeks shutdown, which, along with wider China curbs, are taking a toll on the world's #2 economy. The summit will build on efforts and commitments made at the first global summit in September, including getting more people vaccinated, sending tests and treatments to high-risk populations, expanding protections to healthcare workers, and generating financing for pandemic preparedness, the statement said. We know we must prepare now to build, sustain and finance the global capacity we need, not only for emerging COVID-19 variants, but also future health crises, it said. National Public Health Institute in Greece urged doctors to be on high alert amid an increase in hepatitis cases occurring in children in several European countries. Health Minister Thanos Plevris said he is concerned about the rise in hepatitis cases on children in Britain. However, he emphasized that no such cases have been reported in Greece. Throughout Britain, more than 70 hepatitis cases have been recorded in children between 3 and 5 years old. Parents reported nausea, dark-colored urine, skin rash, joint and muscle pain, fever, loss of appetite to be the most common symptoms. None of the kids in Britain have been tested positive for hepatitis A, B, C, D or E. Currently, we are not aware of the virus or the germ that has caused hepatitis to occur, Theoklis Zaoutis, head of Greek National Public Health Institute, said. Isolation of children over an extended lockdown may have set them prone to diseases due to limited exposure to the known viruses, Will Irving, clinical epidemiologist from Nottingham University, noted. That's all from us for now. Next news bulletin at 6 o'clock in Greek. Thank you for watching.